Well, we're excited to bring Women Without Limits to women across the globe because our intention is to really encourage women to seek and explore those passions within them without judgment, and to provide a community for them to do that, to have support and encouragement along the way. Because we know that some of these dreams and passions may not look like what we've grown up to know. And so we really need the support to pursue those things, even outside of some of the neighborhoods and communities that we're already in, and find a community where we can support each other on unfamiliar journey.
I agree, Geneva, and that's such a great overview of why we're here. Just to piggyback off your thoughts, just the community piece and how we all need to be linked together in our networks and new networks so we can fulfill our dreams. I think about it a lot is like I have seeds planted in me, you have seeds planted in you, and they all equate to these dreams, right? And for a lot of us, and for a lot of women especially, and I'll say Black women, we grow up, we have the dream, then we grow up, and life kind of like a thorn chokes the dream out in a way. And I feel like what you were saying is so correct. Like our community is here to help stir that dream back up in women, like you said, globally, that look like us, that may not look like us, but that just resonate with needing that community of like-minded women to encourage them on their journey. I care about women's success because it's almost like I was born with this passion. And just as a woman myself, being out in the world, realizing that everything for us comes with an extra added level of a push or a stress, and even more so for our women of color, right? Just we need to care about our own success and the success of our sisters.
Absolutely. The reason I care about women's success is because women are the backbone of our community. Yes. And sometimes when the backbone is holding you up, you forget to acknowledge its value, its purpose, its presence. And so we know that when women thrive, when women succeed, our communities do, our neighborhoods do, our families thrive, our world thrives. And so women's success is so important to me just by the nature of being a woman, and also understanding the value and the importance that women offer to our communities and the world.
Without limits, first of all, for me, it just means I can soar and I can imagine any world I want, right? Without the fear of being snatched back down to the earth, so to speak. So for me, it's more about being able to just take off and not have anything try to pull me down or try to stop me. What that looks like in my career is that there are no boundaries. Just like you stated earlier, we're creating a global community, right? A limitless community that isn't bound. And I feel like for me, I want that in every area. Like I want to be boundless, and I just want to be free to explore, to create, to recreate, as many times or however many times whatever I'm working on needs to be created. And for us, a lot of times as women of color in our careers, that's a no-no, right? Like having a limitless imagination about how you make your money isn't something that prior to maybe about 10 years ago, I had ever even fathomed for my own life. And so, yeah, for me, that limitless, boundless, just imaginative place where I can cultivate and create from a place of just inspiration and good clarity.
Mm-hmm. So for me, living without limits is a journey that I've been on. I call it a journey of pursuing freedom, because living without limits means that you understand that you have potential beyond what you can imagine. And it means that you can, even though you can't see it, you believe that it's something there that can still be within your reach. and you'll work to get towards getting it. Being a woman without limits means having the freedom to pursue the religion that you want, to wear your hair as you want. You can define freedom in whatever way registers most with you, and understand that you have the opportunity to pursue it and envision it and live it. And when I defined freedom for myself and began pursuing it and living it was a space that I didn't imagine could offer so much abundance, joy, and peace in my life. And I truly wish that for so many women out there as well. And I hope this group will offer that for them also. Together, we were brought together because we both had a common interest in entrepreneurship. And a common mentor also noticed that we had a common passion for women's success and advocacy. So it wasn't just something that we're doing within our businesses, but it's something that we were passionate about and just lived and breathed. And I'll give a shout out to Dr. Avis DeWeaver too for seeing that connection and bringing us together. And so since then, I think we've been able to offer different things to unite our passions and our talents in a way that we hope will continue to be a benefit to women.
I think that also speaks to the importance of this group. Like, we were in that group, and then a trusted mentor, Dr. Avis, like you said, saw something in us. And so that's also expanding. So she helped create this, and now we're going to help create other connections. And so, yeah, that's really good.
Yeah, no, I love that answer, Kimberly, because it's creating this chain of support. And what we're striving to do is create a community, a space, a virtual space that encourages nurturing, encourages connection, and we hope that it breeds other connections as well. So it continues to grow.
Yeah, and it's positive, right? Like it's not a negative thing. It's all positivity.
Mm-hmm, yeah. Absolutely. Women Without Limits is important right now because we're in this space of redefining our lives. There's so many people in the midst of so much that we've collectively gone through as a global community. We are reassessing our lives. We're reconnecting with our potential. We're reconnecting with our visions. And so we don't want women to just think about it and envision it. We want you to live it and know that living it can be a real opportunity. And so to me, Women Without Limits is important right now just because of the stage that we're all kind of experiencing together. Yeah, and so we have an opportunity to support each other through this stage of life.
Yes, and we need the support, right? Just the whole theme of community is definitely what we're speaking about. And as I pondered this question, I started thinking about, like I mentioned earlier, the seeds we all have had in us, right? And if I could quantify the year that COVID started, those were like some crappy years, but crap put with a seed, right? Helps the seed to grow. And so I was thinking that, like, the collective trauma you just spoke about, that is COVID, it's a global problem, that's something we've all faced, has really been like this fertilizer that has like reignited and helped those seeds that we've always had in us. And I mean, you can go back to when you were 5, 6, some people even younger than that, and you always had these dreams, this imagination, right? And they just became seeds that stayed there. And for a lot of us, we thought we never do anything with those seeds. You just thought like, oh, well, that was me wistfully thinking, and boom, COVID hits. And it is crappy, and it has been hard, but it has also pushed us past our normal limits. Like, I met you in that mutual group, and I'm telling you, it's because of COVID. COVID was like that fertilizer that just pushed me, I guess, out of the ground if I'm a seed, and helped me start to kind of sprout. So yeah, I was thinking about that, like the importance of this now moment. Like you said, that stage that's been set, it was almost just perfect, right? Like it couldn't even get, the stage could not have been set better. Women should get involved because we're all at this similar place in our journeys, needing the connection and needing each other, right? I feel like you said it earlier, like it's just creating these chains of events that's creating more chains of connection. And so definitely get involved for that just connected point, that unity, a positive community of women, of Black and brown women, of women with shared experiences and shared hearts and imaginations. Those are some of the reasons you should definitely get involved.
I agree. I believe you should get involved because we're really reaching to people who may have the experiences of being the only on their teams, or if not the only, being met with some challenges in a workspace that, or a career path that may seem limited at this point, and wondering, what should I do next? Where should I go? And we're encouraging you to tap back inside it, because those answers are within you as well. We're reaching to people who understand those challenges, who may be having some difficulty and have quite a few questions about where to go. How do I speak up for myself? How do I engage? What do I do next? And where can I find people who might encourage me and not judge me? And so if you're a woman seeking that space, then Women Without Limits is definitely a place that we welcome you with arms open.